Hey there, everybody. Did you ever look at your car battery? Does it look anything like that? You got some acid corrosion going on. Well, as you know, dealers like to charge a lot of money. I'm going to show you how to do this safely, effectively, and for very little to no money whatsoever. So one of the easiest ways to do that is one of these little kits here. So this kit actually comes with a battery cleaner. Then this is a battery corrosion preventative. This is the brush. You can kind of see in there. And then you can't really see back in there, but it has two terminal protectors as well. So if you don't have one of these kits, you can get them rather inexpensive. I'll put a link down below so that you can go ahead and order yours, but you can just use baking soda and warm water. It effectively do the same thing. So one of the first things I did was to back my vehicle out of the garage. If you're going to be brushing away a lot of that corrosion, you don't want those particles flying all over you, breathing them in. You could, of course, wear a protective mask, but I'd rather just keep that out of the garage and move it outside. So this is the brush for cleaning your terminals, and it's pretty cool if you can see right there. This is going to be for cleaning the posts, and then this you just take off, and it has a brush on the other side for cleaning off the clamps. All right, so I'm just going to take my battery cleaner here. Spray that on. Now this side is the side that looks really bad. This side doesn't look too bad, but just going to give it a little bit just to be on the safe side. Make sure you get a nice coating on there and then let it sit for a few minutes. All right, after I let that sit for a little while, I'm just going to flush it with some water. You can see that really foaming up. And you can see most of it is just melting away. All right, in my particular case, I'm going to use a 10mm wrench here. I'm going to disconnect the cables. Always start with the negative first. That typically is going to be the blank, but make sure you look for that negative sign. There, now that I got that off, I'm just going to move that out of the way. I'm going to take my post cleaner here. That's going to go right on. Give it some twists around. And as you can see there, this one looks nice and clean. Now I'm going to take the brush side here. Clean the inside of this by just twisting that around as well. Now I'm going to take this wire brush here. I just want to hit the outside of this a little bit better too. Make sure it's all real nice and clean. And there you could see that is looking really nice and clean. A lot better than it looked. Now, leaving the negative disconnected, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this. Looks like this might be a different size. It is, so I'm going to get that first. Particular vehicle here, this is actually a 12mm. Set that aside. That'll come right off. Wiggle that off. All right, just going to grab a pair of pliers here and wiggle this off. like so. All right, now I'm just going to take some water, rinse this off, and then I'm going to take my post cleaner, repeat what I did on the other side. Already looking better. Oh, that's unfortunate. That looks much better. And you probably heard me drop my nut down there. So be careful, put them in a good safe place. I set one right here, knocked it down. Oh, I got a crawl underneath there when I poured all that water down there. Try to fish that out. There it is. All right, now that I got all the pieces nice and clean, just going to reverse the process. Slide this one back on first. Get that down. All right, now that I have this connected here, I'm going to take this piece, slide it on top. Start tightening that by hand. Tighten it up with the wrench. There, I have that side done. Slide this side on. Tighten this side up. You want to make sure they're nice and snug, but not so tight you can't get them off again. So we have it all hooked back up. It looks real nice and clean. If you have all that acid on there, it's going to be very difficult for your car to start properly. If you're having a hard time, it's not wanting to turn over, this is a good place to start. All right, now I'm going to take my battery corrosion preventative, spray it on there, and hopefully to keep that from happening again. So there you have it. Now you know how to clean off your car battery terminals, get all that corrosion off. I left a link in the description down below for this kit. Really like the kit. I will be honest, this step one, while it was working, didn't do as good of a job as just a tablespoon of baking soda with some warm water. Did the job much quicker, so that not a fan of. But I would buy the kit just for this tool alone. You get the brush on this side, you get the one on that side, and then you get the preventative spray as well. So again, check down in the description for the link for this kit. I still highly recommend it for that reason. And thank you for watching The Budget Wise Dad once again. Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already done so you can see more of my videos.